Next, we're headed to the rec. This player had the most impressive rec run this season, earning them the title of Rec MVP.
And the award goes to Fear of God E17. Congratulations. Next, we're highlighting one of the best players in the W. The points this player put on the board surpassed all.
This season's MVP in the W is Sublime to Track 24. Congratulations.
It's Sublime Track 24. From Sweden. I wasn't expecting to be selected for anything, really. Quite happy to receive the award thanks to the 2K community.
Next up, we have another new award category. This one is for those My NBA fans.
With so many ways.
Richard, we see so many high-scoring matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get two defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school now.
Who doesn't love some old school?
That's right. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Great one out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now, here's Jokic. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's the great one, defended by Bridges. 6 on the shot clock from the wing. Jokic, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Dinwiddie with it, outguarded by Murray. Dinwiddie's shot is off. One of the stars of the 2020 bubble playoffs, Jamal Murray.
I mean, remember, he had a 50-point game, and Murray averaged over 26 points, helped Denver make it to the Western Conference Finals. We saw Jamal take his game to another level in Orlando.
Here's Dinwiddie. Michael Porter making his last shot. Puts it up from 12. He gets it in there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's the great one. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 6 points for the great one. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bridges outside. And there's the pass to Claxton. He kicks to Johnson. Nets passing it around. Here's Claxton. Jokic defended. And the shot goes down.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Pass to the great one. That one doesn't drop. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bryant is checked in for Jokic. Zeke Najee comes in for Aaron Gordon. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Bruce Brown in for Murray. Now, here's Thomas. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. The great one passes to Brown. 1:22 left to play in the first. In transition, here come the Nets. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
At the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
At the line, 2 times.
And the first one at the line is good. Denver. The Nuggets leading by 9. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Jamal Murray is out there with the great one. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Now here's Porter. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's the great one. Defended by Bridges. From deep. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot off that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against New York was outstanding. He added 33 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. They collected yet another win. He's been a big factor for them, and his team is enjoying that success right now. Everything is looking good right now, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Yeah, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Now, here's Porter. Last game he had 10 points. And another miss by Denver. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Here's the great one. 33 points last game, and it's in there.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Well, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Murray, the pass to the great one. And here's Jokic. Passes it to the great one. There's the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And Denver has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's the great one, defended by Bridges. Jokic kicks to Porter. Over Johnson. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should.
And so we conclude the first half. Nuggets lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And your next U-Net team. Fans, please give them a round of applause.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
We've got Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Bridges buries it down low. Bridges got the first field goal of the second half for Brooklyn.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray. He's got his 4th assist in this one.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Dinwiddie finds Johnson. Now here's Dinwiddie. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
For Denver, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
High arcing shot.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon with that vertical and length. Please try someone else.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Johnson from outside.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's the great one. Drops in the layup for 2. The great one's got 24 points.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
The shot's good. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Timeout called. The Nets, without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Bridges outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie with it. Finney-Smith passes to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie outside. From deep three-point range. And that one is off. And Denver the other way now.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. And he banks in the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. The pass to Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Here's Dinwiddie. And the Nets miss again.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Porter finds Murray. Here's the great one. Defended by Bridges. Here's the great one. And again, Denver with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thomas checked in for Johnson. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by Denver.
Brown kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Green. Now Caldwell Pope passes it to the great one. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
Nicholas Claxton.
Nets trail by 20. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Thomas high post. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Green with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Down low. Pass to the great one. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. And Thomas has it in the corner. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 8 points.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver, the forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Great one out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Shoots a fader. They grab their own miss. And Simmons slams it in.
And the length of Simmons using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
The great one. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 19. Here's Claxton. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Now the pass to the great one. Back to Murray. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Gordon hits both of them. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Bridges outside. Picked his pocket. Gordon inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dinwiddie against Murray. 4 on the clock, looking to get it going, and it's good on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray outside. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And he gets it to go.
And they try to stonewall Jokic, but he's not having it. He's just fearless going up inside.
Johnson outside. Kicks to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Simmons finds Bridges. Now Dinwiddie. And he uses the ground. pass on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's the great one. To the inside. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Simmons. Good defense by Jokic.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
On the wing, Porter. Covered by Johnson. Here's Jokic. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Timeout called the Nets. Richard, last season, a historically close race for the scoring title. And it came down to the wire between LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Giannis.
And that's the end of the game. A huge thanks to every fan in attendance. It was a blast. Be sure to have everything with you and safely move to the exits. Until next time.
Nate, you in here? This nigga not even here.
Thanks again for coming in.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV No Sleep Uno. Congratulations on being a finalist for the top play of the year. How do you feel about being one of the finalists? One of the few.
Thank you. You have no, I'm lit beyond explanation. It's just like.
So you have a crew that you run with, right, to try to get these top plays. I know you've been submitting a ton of plays over the year. What's that like? Are you guys just showing off and just beating people like me out there, or what's going on?
I've always been into 2K. I played 2K since the Dreamcast, from 2K1, from Allen Iverson till now. Like, every 2K, it is what it is. So before the games, watch your 2K TV episode. Dang, he's on there. Okay. Hey, but we can make that, you know? Like, we can really do it. So me and No Sleep Diego just really sat down and just said, bro, let's just get in there, put out as many plays as we can. They like one, that's all that matters, and we can just go from there.
Well, the community has voted. We've tallied up all those votes, and you, my friend, are now the sole winner of NBA 2K23's top play of the year. How you feeling?
I feel like y'all playing a prank on me.
And we're in the home stretch of the season. For teams looking for a ring, Grant, what's important right now?
Well, at this point of the year, for those teams that seriously have a chance to win it all, it's all about health. You got to get everyone across the finish line healthy and fresh, and of course, injury-free. And after that, it's all about the little things.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Then it's Murray, then it's Michael Porter, and it's the great one in at the 2. And from where we sit, Rookie of the Year is MP's to lose. He's the definitive favorite at this point.
Well, the body of work he's put together speaks for itself. Fantastic start to his career, and he has silenced his doubters all season long.
And Washington with possession. It's a 3-point game. Davis, the pass to Morris. And here is Kuzma. Off the mark there with a 3. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's the great one. It's rebounded by Morris. Outside Davis. Pass to Porzingis. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
I love how Davis sees the floor, especially when he gets it to the open teammates.
Monte Morris is a nice second point guard to have on the roster. A very good scorer who contributes in a lot of other ways. A hard work. On the offensive glass, you can see the coach. Staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Now Gafford checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And it's Davis penetrating, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And with Monte Morris, he's been steady throughout his career.
Well, I tell you what, Washington did a good job picking up a stud like this. He shoots a high percentage. He takes care of the ball. He's someone that the coach is going to give a lot of responsibility to, and this team has needed a player like this for the past couple seasons.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Down the first one.
An NBA fan should be excited for the energy Davis plays with. He's got a great motor and works hard on both ends.
For the Wizards, trading Russell Westbrook to the Lakers was a great move, Brent.
Well, it's an idea about trying to go a different direction and cleared a ton of cap space. They got a lot of depth. They got first-round picks out of that. So the best part of the deal really might be Kyle Kuzma and what's developing here with him in this game. We saw him find his form, and he looks like a keeper.
They now take the lead.
And look at Davis taking full advantage on the inside shot. A young guy who knows he can't waste a high percentage opportunity.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Back to Morris. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kuzma from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the great one. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. He's got 9.
We just don't say it much for a center, but a high basketball IQ from Jokic might be his greatest strength.
Washington calls timeout. Victory eluded them last time in Denver when they faced the Nuggets.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. 1 good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
A new lineup here for Washington, and the Nuggets making a change here. To the middle. Here's Nunn, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to the great one. This one for 3. And another 3 for Denver.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Outside Nunn. Here's Avdia. Back to Nunn. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
I just love the ball movement.
Washington trailing. .51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Goodwin. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Clock at 6. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kispert. Fades. Avdia can't get it to go.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those. And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Nunn. Uses the glass on the layup. Nunn's got 6 points.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Murray from outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Denver closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. Monte Morris is out there with Davis. And it's Kispert in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Oh, there's Serbia. Jokic up there.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Nets put on a show. He had 30 points and also did a lot of damage from long. They were thrilled to see him step up and dominate. Can he do it again here? Guys?
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Big group substitution here for Washington. Avdia, he's checked in for Porzingis. Kispert comes in for Kuzma. Nunn's checked in for Davis. And Goodwin is subbed in for Morris. And too long on the shot.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's the great one. Last game with 30. Three-pointer. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Goodwin, averaging around 6 a game. And here's Kispert from the arc. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Najee. Here's the great one. Three-pointer. The shot no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Nuggets on top, leading by 14. And time now for the halftime.
The Nuggets 50.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Morris with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's the great one in at the 2 spot.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Murray passes to Gordon. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight. That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Back to Morris. Rebound by the Nuggets. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's the great one. Check by Davis. Pass to Jokic. Here's the great one. From downtown. And the dunk by Jokic.
And you might need 2 guys to help get Jokic off the glass.
A difficult situation for Washington. Morris passes to... Morris outside. Kuzma outside. Just 4 to shoot. They get the rebound. Porzingis. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Pass to the great one. From deep. Oh, Denver gets it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. Kispert's checked in for Gafford. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Outside Davis. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. To the right side. Murray passes to Gordon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And Aaron Gordon's getting roughed up in there, and he doesn't mind it.
Aaron Gordon at the line for 1.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks. Gets the 3 to fall.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor. The one thing I like about Corey Kispert is that he decided to do all 4 years in college, something you just don't see very often.
And for some players, going to the NBA early is a better route.
Well, BA, I would tell you, it usually is. But for Corey Kispert, he stayed the 4 years. He wanted to develop. He wanted to be a higher pick in the draft. He wanted to make sure he came in to plant his feet in the right spot. And that experience in college is going to benefit him.
Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Nunn comes in for Davis. He does not get the second one. And he finally knocks one down. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
Good work there as it goes. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Kispert. Here's Avdia. He's guarded by Porter. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Porter pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the great one. Nunn defends. Connects from downtown. 26 points for him.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to the great one. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Avdia. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Morris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for Washington, Monte Morris. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Green's checked in for Denver. Jackson comes in for Brown. Both free throws good from Morris. The Nuggets have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. To the paint. Stolen by Gafford. And the Wizards on the break. The floater. He can't get it to go. Green with the defensive effort. Pass to Jackson. Here's the great one. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Nuggets ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Davis. Daniel Gafford is out there with Avdia. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Morris in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Kuzma outside. Pass to Avdia. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Hits a three-pointer.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Morris outside. Pass to Kuzma. The three. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Denver foul. Number 14. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Morris. Kuzma for 3.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Third personal foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
The Nuggets shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. And here's Porter outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 8 assists in the game. The Wizards have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Pass to Davis. Morris outside. And Grant, you played on the Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players in the back end of their careers. I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line. Sometimes what a player needs most in order to develop is the chance just to do more, and I think that's been the case with Kuzma getting an opportunity with his second.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching.
For you.
Yes, you are going to receive a digital copy of NBA 2K24. So, will we be seeing your top play in Season 10 of NBA 2K TV?
You know it. You know it. You know what would make it even better if I could pull the top trades on 2K team, because we really want to do a no sleep versus 2K TV team.
Oh.
Wow, we definitely have to set it up.
They're going to win, probably. I'm going to be honest. Y'all are probably going to win.
Okay.
If you're throwing lobs like that, we're in big trouble,
What
Alexis.
if he got a top play on Team 2K TV versus the world?
Wow, you see?
I see the vision. I see the vision.
Me and Alexis, we're here.
You're going to have some competition. There's a couple top plays on us. I'm going to be humble and say that. So you're going to have some competition if that's the case.
And with most of the season behind us, Clark, we've really gotten to know this rookie class well.
Well, Kevin, they won't be rookies much longer. But, yeah, it's always fun to see how these guys develop and grow during the course of a season. And some of these young fellas have shown us a ton of long-term promising potential.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Holiday and Allen have guard duties. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Murray finds Porter. Back to Murray. Antetokounmpo against Gordon. Out to the wing. Here's the great one. No good on the triple. And the Bucks with possession. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Now here's Murray. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
Oh, a slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
The great one's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The pass to Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Wizards in Washington.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. Thinks they'll just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those. As Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Aaron Gordon. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jamal Murray. Now here is Carter. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the Bucks miss again. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And the three ball is good. And 12 points for the great one.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's Ingles. And here is Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here's the great one. Against Washington, he was really on his game.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
Pass to Ingles. Portis against Bryant. Portis kicks to Carter. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And a wide-open shot from Connaughton. Misses the wing chair. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Washington Wizards.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Right side, Portis. Carter on the wing. Fires for 3. The rebound by Bryant. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Banked in off the glass.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so is the Denver Nuggets, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Great one out there with Murray. And it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He dropped in 34 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Substitution on the floor.
.105 left to play here in the second quarter. The Great One with the bucket. The Great One's got 21 in the game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Carter. Lock at 6. Out to the right wing. And a wide-open look for Portis. Off target with the open look.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He kicks it to Ingles. Passes it to Connaughton. From outside, off the mark. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Nuggets now. Brown outside. And so it's Denver holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this one. 25. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The talented pair of Middleton and Giannis in at forward. Holiday and Allen have guard duties, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Lopez left side. Over Jokic. And that one goes long. The Nuggets leading by 22. There's the pass to the Great One. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Allen passes to Giannis. Pass to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. They can't stop the run with that one.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Denver shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Number 14, one shot.
That free throw good from the Great One. Here's Giannis. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Timeout called, the Bucks. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lopez dishes to Middleton. Nobody near Allen. And the Bucks miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Jokic with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Allen.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter looking it over. Here's the great one. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Allen outside. Jokic grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Gordon finds Jokic. Here's the great one, guarded by Holiday. Here's the great one. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Ryan is checked in for Gordon. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Porter.
Jamal Murray.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Caldwell-Pope outside. 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Caldwell-Pope's got 7.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Ingles kicks to Portis. Carter, the pass to Connaughton, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
On its way from Caldwell-Pope for 2. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Great one out there with Jackson. Then it's Green. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. It's Najee in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Ingles. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Back to Jackson. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching Greg that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Caldwell-Pope against Ingles. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to the great one. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play. Chalk up two there.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And the pass to Connaughton. Back to Ingles. From deep. The shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Ingles finds Crowder. And here is Ingles. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Ingles against Caldwell-Pope. 13 feet away. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Jeff Green on the wing. Denver passing it around. Here's the great one. And a miss there on the triple. Carter looking around. Count it. Good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Connaughton passes to Crowder. Back to Connaughton. And the foul called on the great one. That is his... And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They poured it on and dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports
Well, that brings this season to a close. Congratulations to all of our award winners.
What a fun year this year. We got to connect with so many amazing people in the 2K community, something I'm grateful for. And next season will mark our 10th anniversary, 10 years of 2K TV.
Crazy. It has been an awesome season. And to close out this episode, we're going to take a look back at the best moments of Season 9.
You know, whether I'm in the city or on the goat boat, maybe I'll depart and go check out some of the beaches. That sounds good for us.
All right, I'll join you.
All right, let's roll it.
We're at All-Star, and you're watching 2K TV.
Whoa.
With the end of the regular season fast approaching for free agents, what's their focus, RJ?
Well, it's an odd situation to be in. You want to impress potential teams, and at the same time, you can't try and do too much and play outside of your game.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George Niang out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Harden in at the point.
With the way that Embiid moves at 280 pounds, I don't know how anyone defends that man.
And Embiid drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to the great one. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. The 76ers go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
Harris against Porter. Harris outside. Up and over Porter. Misses off the right iron. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
Here's the great one. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Maxey. Takes it inside. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the teardrop, and he takes it up and lays it in. Maxey's got 6.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
4-3. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the athleticism of Gordon helps on the offensive glass. I just love when he goes after second chance scoring opportunities like that.
Now here's Harden. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Pass to Embiid. Here's Niang. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Here's the great one. From deep three-point range, it goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Back to Harden. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
I like whenever Embiid's teammates use his size and throw it anywhere near the rim because he finishes it.
Pass to the great one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first. Drains the triple.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And Harden, a former league MVP, 3 time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. He's got 15.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
The great one. And that one drops for him.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
The Sixers trailing. Pass to Maxey. Shot to stop the run. And he dunks it down.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
Outside Murray. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Here's the great one. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Just give Jokic the ball, and he'll take care of the rest.
Outside Maxey. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Knocks down the triple. 20 points for him. Here's Harden. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. With the 10-footer, good as the jump shot falls.
Nice looking jumper for Embiid. So fluid for a guy his size.
Outside Porter. Fires for three. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Denver. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Ignaji. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's the great one in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He contributed 40 points and was on point from deep. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Denver has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Naji, good. Naji's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Harrell. Here's Springer. So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players...
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Time for a quick break, then back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Denver is shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Harris in at the 3. Here's the great one. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
George Niang. That's his first personal foul.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Pass to Maxey. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Maxey's got 20 points.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
And the 76ers shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone. During his time in college, George Niang made it to the NCAA tournament all 4 years and was a 2-time All-American who averaged 20 points a game as a senior.
Pass to the great one. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. And the basket by Jokic.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Maxey. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Got hacked and still got it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
At the line for the 76ers.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And after spending time in the G League, Richard, Niang has carved out a nice role for himself here in the NBA.
Niang is a very reliable three-point shooter. He's a catch-and-shoot guy who's always ready with his hands, and he's got a quick trigger with that release.
And it's Maxey missing.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second quarter and beyond.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Here's the great one. Maxey covering. Jokic. The shot won't fall. Excellent D there from Embiid.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Maxey, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's the great one. He's got 31 to the inside. The 3. And another 3 for Denver.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Murray. Harden, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Bryant, he's checked in for Jokic. Najee comes in for Gordon. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Outside Harden. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Banked it in off the glass.
I love watching Harden work through these challenges, accepting contact and finding ways to score.
Shots good by the great one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Harden against Brown. Ball stolen. Here's the great one. And a two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Springer. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And he's going for the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Harden, the pass to McDaniels. The shot. Misses there. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's the great one in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second-half lead.
RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot?
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered that biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose.
No argument here. Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Harden. Here's Niang, defended by Gordon. Pulls up. Off the left rim and out.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
The unique passing skills of Jokic, just fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look at the basket.
Over to the left wing. Outside for Harden. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And as recovery and injury prevention goes high tech, Richard, Many players are starting to wear the trackers to measure the wear and tear.
Well, look, wear and tear, at the end of the day, players have more things to their access. It doesn't matter if you're talking about medical equipment, treatment, doctors, trainers. So there's going to be wear and tear because that's professional sports, but more stuff today have been instituted to help the players recover faster.
And hopefully prolong their careers.
If they're good enough.
Back to Harden. The wide open shot is on the money.
Dangerous with and without the rock. Harden is accurate on the catch and shoot.
Pass to the great one. Lets the three fly. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Harris against Porter. Offensive rebound. Harris' shot is good.
Look at Harris's dedication, chasing down the boards and ending the possession on his terms.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Porter. Now here's Murray. Shoots over Harden. Here's Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Just about 285 pounds. Jokic is a mountain, so you better really bump into him to disrupt this shot.
Maxey finds Embiid. Outside Harden. Outside Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Maxey's got 29 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
To the middle. It's intercepted.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the great one.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Pass to Niang. Outside Maxey. Great D that time from Jokic. And Denver has possession. Here's the great one. Misses the three. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. That one no good. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.